Good evening. My name is Hassan Ali. I'm a member of three-member group. We are here to present our presentation about construction management. The group was supposed to present a course that about the construction industries. We have selected a company which is called INS Insat for our case study. The project assignment was about construction industries. It was agreed widely that construction industry is one of the most important sector in terms of economic growth and social development, and it has a significant contribution for well-being in terms of society. Globally, it was agreed or noted that in 2023, the construction industry was estimated to have a value of 11.9 trillion and projected in 2030 to be valued at 17.2 trillion. Construction industry have their degree of complexity that forced in terms of implementation, the overall project implementation, and in terms of the different resources that the company required to use. Company background: the INS Insat Construction Company was established in 2022 and has its own headquarters in Ankara, Turkey. It also has a different operational office in different locations, including Somalia, Algeria, Libya, and other countries like Saudi Arabia. The core business of the company that the team has selected as a case study does mainly focuses on the construction, whether it is road construction, bridges, highway, airport, and other building that the company has specialized to conduct. As a team, to make it practically our case study, we have selected the two projects that the company has implemented in Somalia. They were construction of roads. The two roads, one was connecting via Johar to Mogadishu, which approximately 90 kilometers. The other company via Afgoy to Mogadishu, it is approximately 20 kilometers. So the company has successfully implemented here in Somali close to 110 kilometers. Common issues that the company has faced, and also not only specific to this company, but normally the construction industry has always been challenging. It is a triple deadline. The deadline normally is a final time frame that the company or the project management are supposed to complete the required task. One of the challenges that the practitioner or project practitioner normally face is a financial constraint or other challenges that including security. So this company, however, has faced harsh security where the project is being implemented, where the company has challenged to reach the planning milestone. Poor communication is also another challenge. The communication is very important for information sharing, ideas, feedback, and other project-related matters between the stakeholders. So whenever this information was not reached or was not understood, the team cannot understand the project and it forced to the project failure. The communication, the poor communication is also another problem that normally companies has faced. The scope creep is also another challenge that the company is faced. Scope creep varies the project's necessity to increase overall the planned project time frame. So that time frame to be increased is either driven to the complexity of the nature of the project or the bureaucratic dynamic that the company or the project faced, or it may also come a frequency request or demand from the supplier or the stakeholders that force the project team to extend the project time frame. So it is recognized the term, the scope creep, one of the most harmful and vulnerable to the construction projects due to its complexity. Unclear and poor scope definition is also another factor that the project to force scope creep. Thank you. Teamwork difficult. As normally project consists of different team that has a different background. Maybe they are living in a different context areas. So to effective teamwork has dramatically increased the outcome and successful of the project. So effective teamwork in a project management, they can achieve the most important goals and objectives that could contribute to the project's success, which are a member of the team feel happier with their role in terms of the achievement of the project. The team can be composed in a different background. They are technical engineer, they are expert in terms of financial, they are different, they have different background and they may live in a different context. So being joining of those team and being aligned in terms of the company's goals, they can achieve the project objectives with in terms of successful. So having a significant team contribution, they can align the project outcome and can achieve the project's goals with their teamwork. So a well-coordinated project team can create a trust among the team, enhancing the exchange of knowledge, experience, and also create respect among the diversity of the culture that the team has, each of them has. So as a project manager, you are required to build your team and also think about how your team can work together, respect each other, share information, and also do the complementarity of work that's necessary the project to be implemented. So having teamwork together, it shows that your project can be successful within the time frame. But whenever your team cannot work and they feel difficult in terms of working, or they may not understand each other, or they may not help together, so it shows that your team faces difficult in terms of team working. So be carefully as a project manager that your team are working together, understand the project objective, the outcome, how the project has been designed, what the ultimate that the project is supposed to deliver at the end of the project. So the team is the very, very important and one of the key components or backbone that the project has to carefully or keen understand in terms of the implementation. Because different teams come different areas, have different background, different experience, coming together and making them one team that they can align the project or shape how the project can be implemented and deliver. Whenever you have a teamwork that they can understand the nature of the project, they can also have different ideas that they can shape and also proactively develop the risk that the project might face. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It is glad and pleasure for me to discuss about to participate this assignment and also this presentation with my colleague Hassan and Yahya. As my brother mentioned about, we discussed about our case study. We use as the Mogadishu Afgoye project and Mogadishu in Bal'a in Butkusho Johar route construction that implementing in Somali and the Ennis construction company and Somali government with the funding of the Qatar. So, and as my brother mentioned above, we discussed five most common issues that can project management can face. The first one was terrible difficulties that's related on deadlines. The other one was the communication related on the poor communication on the in the stakeholders. Also, the other thing was the and team difficulties relating on the cooperation in between the team. And the other one was a scope creeping, and that's relating on the extending the scope or minimizing the scope. And as my brother mentioned above, I wanted to add the last C, but the last C is a common issue, and that is lack of stakeholder engagement. Stakeholder engagement, it is one of the key to the project successful. That means if you wanted to success on the project should be there's an engagement in between the stakeholders. Lack of engagement causes a lot of problems related on building project to take several formats, and so that you need to know about the identification of you need to identify the first thing, the engage the stakeholders, so that the stakeholder they have to know that the ownership during and after the project. So that you know the project is successful to be implemented successfully, you need to know about the stakeholders, and the stakeholder should be engaged on first day and after implementation. And solution is for selected issues. The first one was tribal deadlines. We can achieve this deadlines to come with a plan and reasonable scheduling. That may delays can cause that you can protect the delays on establishing realistic guidelines and having a back plan. Means that you can according the plan to discuss to successfully on cause the tribal deadlines. You have to come with a plan at work plan, so effective work plan. The other thing was the communication, and the communication so that you can effectively implement a good communication. Against the poor communication, you come with a communication plan on the ways you can achieve ways, the canals and the types you can use on communication, whether it be formal or informal, on the plan of the communication. The other thing was the other issue is the teamwork difficulties. You can achieve this on collaborating work environment, as my brother mentioned above. With the collaborative work environment is a good example to achieve on team difficulties in terms of good leadership and good management and good relationship in between the members. And also teamwork difficulties you can achieve or can award the team so that you can. The other issue was the scope scraping. Scope scraping you can achieve on to discuss firstly on how the scope is very clear, should be and very clear, so that if you wanted to extend the scope, you need to discuss on the stakeholders, and then you come with a plan, and then it should be clear on the first day. The other thing is the stakeholder, like engagement stakeholder. You can come with the stakeholder engagement plan, and that is a plan should be guaranteed the support and buy of the resistance in between the stakeholders, and then should be identified the stakeholders to be evaluated and be communicated in during the project and after project. Thank you. That is our assignment presentation. Thank you. My name is Sulaiman Abdulqadir, and we done our presentation with my colleague Hassan Ali and Yahya Hussein Gaal. Thank you.